But Mr. Iyer, just also to raise what you mentioned about Annamalai and how perhaps EPS knows that his stand is very different from that of the High Command, it doesn't all go well, really, optics-wise for the AIADMK, that you've got these statements constantly coming in. Yes, the BJP did heed, AIADMK's demand of changing the Tamil Nadu BJP chief. But beyond that, when these kind of statements come in, surely the AIADMK is not just going to ignore it.
Well, Akshita, when it comes to optics, the bigger problem for Edappadi is he's constantly facing the charge from the DMK that by having an alliance with the BJP, you're giving a foothold to the BJP. That which the Dravidian parties are not supposed to allow any national party to come. It's another matter. Another national party like the Congress has been piggy riding either on ADMK or DMK. That's a different question. But you should not let the BJP in. So therefore, Edappadi has been, of course, in all the meetings he has undertaken in the current campaign, he has always spoken about AIADMK-BJP alliance. He is not shying away from the fact that they have entered into an alliance. But at the same time, he faces a problem from some of his own party leaders who are also unhappy that having an alliance with BJP could again cost votes of the minorities in southern districts. But the Lok Sabha election showed that minority votes are not yet going to dump DMK and come to ADMK, even if it went alone.
Dr. Raman, all of this talk of a coalition government, it'll be interesting if we ever see that actually happening in Tamil Nadu. But why do you think the BJP is constantly insisting on this? Do you really see the AIADMK ever budging on their stand that we'll agree to a coalition government?
Look, Akshita, everybody knows that if there are enough parties in the alliance to make it a winning alliance, it's extremely unlikely that the AIADMK on its own may get a majority, because they are unlikely to be able to contest more than 150 seats, and winning 117 out of 150 is a tall ask, at least for the party in its present state. So everybody knows that push comes to shove, they may have to reconcile and settle for a coalition government. But look at it from Mr. Edappadi's perspective. He has put his political career on the line by going in for this alliance with the BJP. He has convinced his party leaders, many of whom were reluctant, that this is the best option. We can't endlessly wait for Vijay to make up his mind and then get dumped at the last minute. So we will have to go with this alliance. And what does the BJP do? They have a constant sniping, undermining him. What is the logic in this, Mr. Amit Shah? How long will it take for Mr. Amit Shah to call Mr. Annamalai? Look, I'll give you an example, Akshita. Day before yesterday, there was this very negative statement made about former Chief Minister Mr. Kamaraj by a DMK MP, Tiruchi Siva. This was dominating the news cycles. Along comes Mr. Annamalai and makes this statement. Completely out of the blue. He could easily have said, look, this is a matter for the High Command to decide, whatever the High Command. Instead, he goes on this 3-minute speech. I was not consulted. Nobody asked me. I am not involved with all these things. That then becomes the news focus for every single DMK channel and social media handle of their party. It distracts. What is he gaining? You mean to say the BJP High Command does not know what's happening?
No, so you're suggesting that the DMK and BJP then are in cahoots?
Mr. Annamalai is doing his level best to ensure that the DMK comes back to power. Now, that has been known in Tamil Nadu for quite some time. Look, what the High Command is doing is now in sync with this now. How long will it take for them to make a phone call and tell Mr. Annamalai, you cannot speak like this and undermine an alliance which has been formed by Mr. Amit Shah and Mr. Edappadi Palaniswami? The fact that they are allowing him to do this, they know what's happening on the ground far much more than you and me, and they're allowing this, means that there is some plan, something behind the scenes which they are working on. And that is the reason why the AIADMK is fully justified in keeping their options open until the filing of nominations opens. So if the BJP thinks that they are going to be too clever by half, Mr. Edappadi is drawing huge crowds on this campaign. If they think that they're going to take him for a ride, undermine him, and then help to sink him, I think that he will also keep his options open on the alliance until the last day.
But then that's dangerous for both sides. But Mr. Shekhar Iyer, do you agree with what Dr. Raman is also saying here, that this is almost a move to sabotage the AIADMK? That's why this alliance is formed, and there are questions over how the BJP has been conducting itself, almost seemingly playing into the hands of the DMK?
Well, I again repeat, let us not make Annamalai synonymous with BJP. We do not know what are the Annamalai's plans. Rather, after in a couple of months, we will be talking more about Annamalai's plans, because Annamalai has been also talking to Seaman. See, Annamalai has been very open to an alliance with actor Vijay also.
No,
So
but the
there are
BJP
lot
is
of-
already in an alliance. So are you suggesting, Mr. Iyer, then that Annamalai is going to step out of the BJP and look at allies?
No, there are possibilities which is being talked about in Tamil Nadu BJP circles. And the fact that Annamalai is persisting with this course, despite the fact that there is an alliance in place, the campaign has taken off, they are hitting the road, all the BJP cadres, ADMK cadres, leaders are also addressing the meetings addressed by Edappadi. With all this going on, and Annamalai is standing out separately and continuously,
Okay.
giving bites, raises question as to what is the plan of Annamalai? Because the whole purpose of this alliance, ADMK-BJP alliance, was to see that there is no split
Okay.
in the opposition vote. Similarly, a question is also asked about actor Vijay's role. Is he there to split the opposition vote? If he is there to split
Wrap
the
this up.
opposition
Dr.
vote,
Raman, closing comments. Before I wrap this up, Dr. Raman, closing comments.
I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that the Prime Minister or Mr. Amit Shah are so powerless that they cannot take any action against Mr. Annamalai. That is simply absolutely too far fetched to even think about. If they did not approve of what he was doing, they could take action within the party or even expel him from the party or suspend him from the party. The BJP is not in power in 17 or 18 states because of Mr. Annamalai. It's not in power for the last 11 years in the center because of Mr. Annamalai. So this is some kind of game, Akshita. Even Mr. Amit Shah, there are serious questions being asked. Why did he have to make these statements about we will have a share of power? What is the reason for that? Everybody knows that push comes to shove, the AIADMK is reconciled to sharing power. But why would you make it an issue now? What do you gain from it except embarrassing Mr. Edappadi Palaniswami, putting him on the back foot, and making it difficult for the AIADMK cadre on the ground to gel with the BJP cadre just when it was starting to happen under Mr. Nainar Nagendran, where the dynamics and the relationship between the two party cadre was improving dramatically. And then you go and do this, something is not adding up, and hopefully we will know that very soon.
Okay, clearly two perspectives that we've put out on this broadcast of what's really playing out. I think one thing is for sure that there's a lot that's happening in Tamil Nadu that doesn't really add up, particularly when it comes to the NDA. So it remains to be seen whether they get their act together or whether this alliance will actually hold the test of time for the next few months till the 2026 elections.